Alright guys, and I want to show you how I went through my 4.6 proof users and computers assignment. So this is my domain, as you can see, domain admin. So this is my domain controller. Okay, now in this assignment we are asked to basically organize our users accounts and department access for functional company environment in Active Directory in the Windows file system. Okay, so we are basically creating organizational units as well as users, and then match the users to their proper organizational units. And then we'll go to File Explorer and create the very same organizational units, but in File Explorer I will call them folders, and then create another subfolder. So the folders or organizational units are obviously employees, and then under employees we have HR, IT, management, research, stakeholders, accounting, and auditors. And then our users are basically our personnel: Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, Faramir, Eowyn, Arwen, Bilbo, and Gollum. And then we do the very same thing to File Explorer, matching the in File Explorer what we are doing is inserting permissions, NTFS permissions, which stand for New Technology File System. Okay, and what that basically does is it is the default file system used by modern versions of Windows, including Windows Server. What these NFS permissions do is they give let administrators control who can access files and folders and what they are allowed to do. Okay, so that's simply what we're implementing. So let me go straight to my Active Directory users and computers. And then obviously now what you will not see is the users, because where the users are, they have been moved to their organizational units. Okay, but we first created the users here, and then once they were done, we simply moved them or dragged them to their proper organizational units. Okay, so let's go to auditors. As you can see, in auditors we have Arwen and Bilbo, and then in accounting we have Gollum and Pippin. In stakeholders we have Aragorn, Gandalf, Legolas. In research we have Merry and Sam. Management we have Boromir, Eowyn, and Faramir. In IT it's frozen now. In IT we have Gimli, and then in HR we have Frodo. Okay, so that is how we're able to organize our organizational units with our users. And then in File Explorer, what we then did was we created went to documents. I created my file called Middle Earth, and then my subfolder, which is employees, and then the other subfolders, which are accounting, auditors, HR, IT, management, research, stakeholders. What would happen is, because here you could simply click on the organizational unit, you'll see the user there. That's not the case with File Explorer. Let's go to HR, where it has Frodo, and it says the folder is empty. You see, But if I go to HR and then I go to properties and then I go to security, you will see there's Frodo. He has all the full access and permissions to whatever in HR happens. And same goes in accounting, properties, security. There we have don't mind Frodo, but we have Pippin, Gollum, and yes, that's it. What I noticed that Frodo appears in all of the other permissions without me inserting him. And then, oh, sorry, which folder is this? Employees properties. Wait, sorry, auditors, properties, security. We have Arwen here. We have Arwen and Bilbo. Okay. And then in IT, properties. Sorry, the moment I don't select properly the folder, it will do something else. Come to properties, security, and you will see Gimli there. Right, and then we come to management where we're supposed to have 3. And let's see if we'll have those 3. See, it's Boromir, it's Eowyn, and it's Faramir, right? And then we come to research. Right click, properties, security. We have Sam and Mary. And then lastly on stakeholders, we're supposed to be expecting 3. Let's see our 3. We have Gandalf, we have Legolas, and we have Aragorn. Okay, so that's how you insert permissions. Okay, so I hope you learned from this video. I'll see you on the next one.